Hello, everybody. This is Stuart Jean from Musicians Institute in Hollywood, California, with Drum Magazine, with our last installment for August 2019 on these in-between grooves, in-between swung and straight. We're going to close up with a couple that are a little different and drastically different from each other. We're going to start out with the Sidewinder, Lee Morgan song that Billy Higgins is playing drums on, and it's basically a flattened out spang-a-lang groove. You know, if we had regular jazz spang-a-lang ride cymbal pattern, based on the triplet, that swung. If I make that totally straight, I have one. Okay, and what Billy's doing on the song is kind of riding right in the middle there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There's just that little lilt in the middle, and then he plays a syncopated clave pattern, 2-3 clave pattern on the snare drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You know, when I'm playing that, I'm thinking like the cymbals on the straighter side, but I'm trying to keep these like if I was playing this fully swung. Trying to imply more of a swing with the single notes on the snare. And then the bass drum, you can't really tell what's going on. There's probably a few different things that he's doing, but I just like to put a little mark every couple bars. Just a boom in there, so and lightly kind of heel down, just a warm thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And yeah, that's basically the tune. There's a couple breaks in there. I'm just going to play along to a loop here that's just on the one chord, trying to cop the best I can via MIDI instruments, the vibe of the Lee Morgan tune. So here we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's basically the Billy Higgins groove on the Sidewinder. Definitely one that again we talk about in these videos of like you younger players having a little depth on some older music and scoring points with some maybe older cats that you're playing with. You know, that one, it's going to be hard for someone to describe that groove to you if you're on some kind of gig. It's a pretty easy jam song, and it's better if you just kind of go, oh, I know where to put this. I know what to do, instead of having someone try to explain it to you. So cool. So yeah, and then the other one we're looking at today is I Got a Rocket in My Pocket by NRBQ, the incredible band with the late Tom Ardolino on drums. I believe Drum Magazine has done a feature or two on him. Very unique drummer if you're not hip to him, and he really is the epitome of this style of playing alongside with like quirky fills and, you know, really straight, bombastic, almost like Art Blakey, like out of nowhere kind of fills and in weird places and all that. But that basic groove is super swampy, and I'm just going to kind of jam out to it and try to cop some of the Tom Ardolino feel. And if you just listen to a couple tunes of NRBQ, find them on YouTube, and you'll go, oh, this makes sense. Now I get what this is all about. And it's very rollicking, and but it feels like a train that's going to fall off the tracks, but it just stays steady still. It just has a lot of energy to it. On paper, this groove doesn't look like much at all. It's just, a basic jazz ride pattern, 4 on the floor on the bass drum, and backbeat on the snare on 2 and 4, or maybe it goes to the full shuffle on the ride. Tom will switch to playing on the rim of a drum, up on the bell, cool swelling fills and all that. So you just have to really check it out to kind of cop it. So I'm just going to play out to this, and thanks for checking these out, everyone, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks.